Hello. Today let us discuss applications of probability. That is your tutorial class, where in tutorial we need to discuss the applications and more problems on the concepts that we have studied in module 3. So what was module 3 was all about? So module 3 was like introduction to probability, then distributions. In distributions you have come across normal distributions, Poisson distribution, binomial distribution and exponential distribution. So discrete and continuous probability distribution also we have come across. So here let us see how exactly these distributions can be used in our daily life. So some of the main applications of this distributions, probability distributions are the probability theory is applied in life and risk assessment and modeling. That is one of the major application of probability. The insurance industry and markets use actuarial science to determine the pricing and make the trading decisions. So probability can be used in trading decisions too. And government sectors apply the probabilistic methods in environmental regulations, entitlement analysis, reliability theory of aging and longevity and financial regulations. So in addition to the financial assessment, probability can be used to analyze trends in biology, example like disease spread, as well as ecology, biological Punnett squares, and the last one we can say here is probability for computer science treats the most common discrete and continuous distributions, showing how they find use in decision and estimation problems and construct the computer algorithms for generating the observations from the various distributions. So these are all the few general applications of these probability, and in specifically let us see where exactly these binomial distributions can be applied. So some of the problems like in analyzing the problems in insurance companies, like how exactly they use, look at this problem. The statement of the problem here is an agent sells life insurance policies to five equally aged healthy people. So five people takes the insurance policies, and they are all of equal age and they are all at good health. According to the recent data survey, the probability of person living in these conditions for 30 years or more is 2 by 3. The probability that the persons who have taken the insurance, such aged persons, lives 30 years and more is 2 by 3. Calculate the probability that after 30 years, what and all these things will be. All five people who have taken the insurance are still living. The second case is at least three people are still living, and third case is exactly two people are still living. So these are all the three cases that we need to evaluate. Like this, you can evaluate whatever the statistics you wanted in case of insurance companies by using the binomial distributions. So let us see how exactly it happens. So solution: the people who have taken the insurance, they are of equal age and are of healthy people. So according to the recent data, probability of person living in these conditions for 30 years and more is 2 by 3. So it means that probability of success is here more living more than 30 years. So probability of success, it has been taken as P, and the value here is 2 by 3. So once we know the value of P, it is easy for us to calculate the value of Q, because we know P plus Q is equal to 1. We know this probability of success and the probability of failure. Sum of these two is equal to 1. Therefore, Q will be equal to 1 minus P. So when we use this formula, you will be able to get the value of Q, which is equal to 1 by 3. And what is this N is? N is the number of people which we have considered here as 5. So with these data, consider the binomial distribution expansion. The expression is P of x is equal to NCX, P to the power of x and Q to the power of n minus x. Substitute the values of P, Q and N. So N is 5, P is 2 by 3 and Q is 1 by 3. Substituting this, we get 5CX, 2 by 3 to the power of x and 1 by 3 to the power of 5 minus x. So now let us consider those conditions which have been asked us to find. All five people are still living. So all five people, here is the value of x. X is equal to 5. So substitute in the formula, the binomial distribution formula, that x is equal to 5. So you get, once you substitute it, n was 5, c, and again x is 5. So 5cx, p is 2 by 3 to the power of 5, and q to the power of n minus x. N was 5 minus x is also 5. So when we substitute that, you get this expression, p of x to the power of x5 is equal to 5c5, 2 by 3 to the power of 5, and q to the power of 5 minus 5 is 0, and q to the power of 0 is 1. So therefore we get this. On simplifying this using the calculator, you get all 5 people are still living. Probability of this condition is 0.132. And moving on to the second equation, which asks us to find at least 3 people are still alive, and out of 5, 2 people are still alive, which we need to find. So it means that at least 2, minimum is 2, and maximum can be 3, 4 or 5, because n is equal to 5 you have taken. So minimum should be 2. So we'll take it as x greater than or equal to 3 here, because at least 3 people are asking here. So x is greater than or equal to 3, which means that p of x is equal to 3 plus p of x is equal to 4, and x takes the value 5. So x greater than or equal to 3, and it starts from 3 and goes till 5, because number of people which we have considered at the max is 5. So let us substitute p of x is equal to 3. What is p of x is equal to 3 is? It means that in the previous expansion of binomial distribution, where you have substituted for p, q and n, now replace your value of x as 3. And once you do that, you get this 5, 3. So actually we have this expression, we have 5cx, and p is 1 by p was 2 by 3 to the power of x, and q was 1 by 3 to the power of n minus x. So it is 5 minus x. So this is the expansion of binomial distribution we have, and here we are going to take x is equal to 3, and in this expression you get it as 5c3, 2 by 3 to the power of 3, and 1 by 3 to the power of 2. And this is for this expression. And for p of x is equal to 4, you get this, and p of x is equal to 5, you get this. So in the same expression, just replace the value of x. And on simplifying all these things, you get the answer as 0.791. So let us look at the third equation, which asks us to find the probability of exactly 2 people are still alive. Exactly 2 means x is equal to 2. P of x is equal to 2, and then the same expansion which we have discussed here, replace x is equal to 2 and rewrite your expression. We get 5c2, which can be written as 5 2 in a open bracket like this, and 2 by 3 to the power of 2, and 1 by 3 to the power of 3. And on simplifying this, we get 0.164. So this is the probability of the 3 sub-equations which has been asked us to find, and this is how this binomial distribution can be used in evaluating different set of data in the required form. So let us see an example application problem related to the Poisson distribution. So problem statement is, a garment manufacturer knows that the number of flowers per square yard in a particular type of cloth varies 1.3 per square yard. What is the approximate probability of obtaining a sample of 10 square yards of material with more than 10 flowers? So this is a problem with respect to the Poisson distribution. Nowhere it is specified the Poisson distribution application it is, but still looking at the problem, we need to identify which distribution suits, and suitable distribution can be applied to get the particular answer. So how exactly it has been applied? So according to the Poisson distribution, Rp of x is m power x and e to the power of minus m by x factorial, and given mean value as m is equal to 1 by 3. And the required probability is p of x greater than 10 yards, and now p of x greater than 10 can be written as 1 minus x less than or equal to 10. So because once we say greater than 10, it can be 100, it can be 1000, and it can go up to infinity. and evaluating all those values individually, like p of 11, p of 12 plus p of 13 and so on up to p of 50 plus and so on p of 100. If you go keep on writing, like there is no end for it, so instead of that we know the maximum value of probability is 1 and minus of whatever the value which is given lesser than that. So x greater than 10 we need to evaluate. So if you evaluate 1 minus of p of x 1 minus of p of x less than or equal to 10, you will get the answer for greater than 10. So p of x greater than 10 is nothing but 1 minus p of x less than or equal to 10, and p of x less than or equal to 10 is 0.252, and 1 minus of that is 0.748, and p of x greater than 10 is 0.75. And that is about your Poisson distribution is. And now let us see an application problem related to exponential distribution. The problem statement is the number of days ahead travelers purchase their airline tickets can be modeled by an exponential distribution where the average amount of time equal to 15 days. Find the probability that a traveler will purchase a ticket fewer than 10 days in advance. So this an exponential distribution can be seen in airlines. So this is with respect to the tickets. So according to the definition of an exponential distribution, we have given mean is equal to 15, and that is 1 by alpha is 15, and then f of x is, by the definition, on substituting the value of 1 by alpha, that is mean 1 by 15 into the power of minus x by 15 for x greater than 0, and then f of x becomes 0 on all other cases. So p of x less than 10 is nothing but 0 to 10. It is a continuous probability distribution, so we'll go for integral transforms here. So integration can be applied here. X less than 10 is evaluated as integral 0 to 10 and f of x dx, and f of x in the interval 0 to 10 as seen in the previous slide here. So as seen here, it is f of x is 1 by 15 e to the power of minus x by 15 dx, and 1 by 15 is a constant, you can write it outside, and integration of e power minus x by 15 is minus e power minus x by 15 by 1 by 15 between the limits 0 and 10, and on evaluating you get this as 0.4866. So that was about your exponential distribution. Let us see an application of normal distribution and where exactly it is used. In a city, it is estimated that maximum temperature in June is normally distributed with a mean of 23 degrees and a standard deviation of 5 degrees. Calculate the number of days in this month in which it is expected to reach a maximum of between 21 degrees to 27 degrees. So normal distribution of a temperature is being calculated here, and let us see how exactly normal distribution can be used here. So here solution, given mean value is equal to 23 degrees and standard deviation is 5 degrees. And from the standard normal variance, that is equal to x minus mu by sigma, we need to calculate that first. And so between 21 degrees and 27 degrees we need to calculate. So p of 21 less than x and less than or equal to 27, and which can be written as, when it is 21, the normal variance, that is 21 minus 23 by 5, less than z, less than 27 minus 23 by z. So we have converted the variable, random variable x to normal variant z by using this expression. So now p of evaluation of this 21 minus 23 by 5 gives you minus 0.4, less than z, less than 27 minus 23 divided by 5 gives you the value 0.8. So p of z less than or equal to 0.8 minus 1 minus. This is another form of writing the note. You might have remember when we discussed the normal distribution, you might have seen this p of a1 less than z less than a2 can be written as this. So that is using that note we have written this, and whenever we evaluate this by using the normal distribution table, we get this. When we evaluate p of normal variate of 0.8 value is 0.7881, and this evaluation is this 1 minus 0.6554, and on simplifying we get the answer as 13. So this is how we use the normal variate problems, and these are the few cases that we have made an attempt to make you understand how exactly these distributions and probability is used in our day-to-day life. So thank you, students.